Happy New Year's, ladies and gentlemen. I am Cloud7. Welcome to a new thing that I decided to try out called Weekend Tensei, where I stream Megami Tensei games on the weekends. Now, yeah, for Weekend Tensei, we're going to be starting off with Shin Megami Tensei III Nocturne, as it's so let's just jump right in. Now we're gonna start off with New Game Maniacs. And we're gonna go with normal mode. This is a work of fiction. Great. Thanks a lot for not giving me enough time to read it all.
A world that loses its power will fade into nothing. If such is the fate of this world, then I shall return it to its mother's womb. The world must first die for it to be born again. This is the path to salvation, as foretold in an ancient prophecy. The world will fall for its sins, and everyone living will vanish. But I won't let you meet the same fate. I want to help you hold on to your life. To do so, I need to know your name. Will you tell me who you are?
What name should I go with? We're gonna go with one of the official names for our protagonist, Kashima Naoki. And of course, we're going to be going with the usual. Well, not the usual, as it's the first time I've actually been able to enter in my name.
That's right. As of now, your will to live shall sustain you. Believe in it, and survive. I'm glad you understand. The time is near. Everything that is will be rewritten. I am the nurturer of the next world. The template for our future rests within my hands. Now, I want you to say my name aloud.
And we're going to go with the default.
That's right. No, I won't shed another tear, not even at this world's end. Instead, I can invite you to the world that is to come. Now go ahead, wake up. The time is here.
You received a message. Real talk, I prefer more of a private counseling scenario, but Mr. is a lot nicer when you're around. Oh, right. Be sure to dress to impress. After all, you represent me by way of association. How about that slick jacket you brought the other day? The one with the little demon sprites? Remember, you're just the mood maker. Don't get it twisted, okay? Let me guess, you're here for Yoyogi Park? Ever since that incident went down, it's been one looky-loo after another. No one's here for the train. As you can probably tell, I've had a lot of time on my hands. You've heard the news, right? Yes. Yeah, I can't imagine anyone who hasn't. It's all over the airwaves now. By now. Anyway, sorry to talk your ear off. Probably not something I should be doing on the job. Now, here's what he says if you say no. There was a deadly riot at Yoyogi Park yesterday. If you want the gory details, go check the giant screen at Shibuya. Long story short, a couple folks lost their lives in that park. You could hear the sirens wailing all night long. Anyway, sorry to talk your ear off. Probably not something I should be doing on the job. Due to investigation, the entrances to Yoyogi Park have been closed off. We appreciate your cooperation. No one is here. There's a live report going on. Why do you feel the demonstrators' actions are out of line? The fact that Cyber's communications would destroy the park for their own gain is not only inconceivable, it's unforgivable. The reporter's impassioned speech continues. Yoyogi Park riot? Oh, you mean what they're showing on TV? I don't know. It's just, it hardly seems real. How could this happen? How could this be happening here? Glad it doesn't involve me. Oh. Alright, next person. I've been chased by this wild dream. How did you might say? In my dream, everywhere you look, everything is round. The world itself is round. Dagnabbit, I know the world is round, but it got round in a different way. I'm telling you, my dream is a prophecy, and yet no one believes me. Oh, I believe you all right. And excuse me for that. A riot broke out yesterday at Yoyogi Park regarding the construction of a communication tower. The demonstration got out of hand, and there have been several deaths and injuries reported. Furthermore, Hikawa, the top executive of Cyber's communication, remains missing. Stay tuned to see what the weather forecast has planned. The news continues. Yeesh, kids these days. One moment we're suffering fatalities, the next everybody's dressed like it's a goddamn carnival. Take that long-haired yuppie wandering around for instance. Yeesh. Yoyogi Park.
Great. The entire park's closed off. They can't even let a guy in to snap a few photos? Guess it's not my lucky day. You need something, kid? Well, here's what they said on TV. Panic erupts as a clash between corporate representatives and a civic organization ends in violent deaths. Pretty disturbing, right? But those who live on the fringe say it was a deeper struggle between two cults.
Cults. Interesting.
I think that's your phone going off.
Hey, are you there? Finally, I get a hold of you. What's taking you so long? I could see if it was our other friend, but you're never late. You wake up on the wrong side of the bed? Where are you now? Yoyogi Park? Well, since you decided not to show, we had to leave without you. We're almost there now. So, yeah, would you mind coming straight to the hospital? You do know which hospital it is, right? Shinjuku Medical Center. Just go east from Shinjuku Station and keep going. You can't miss it. I guess this works out. I was planning to ask our teacher for career advice, so I'll just go ahead of you. Thanks. Keep in mind, I don't plan on staying too long. Okay? See you later.
Hold up. You're on your way to Shinjuku Medical Center? That's also where I'm headed, oddly enough. Go figure. Why don't you hang on to this? It's a copy of our upcoming issue. I'm assuming you don't know what went down here. Then, you probably don't know what kind of place that hospital is either. The name's Hijiri, author of The Ring of Gaia and the Scripture of Moroku. Might want to give that a read.
Ayakashi Monthly.
Normally, you wouldn't associate a hospital with the occult. That hospital is anything but normal. Or so they say. There's a lot of misinformation floating around these days. If it turns out I'm wrong, just laugh it off, okay? Anyway, I'd better be going. Oh yeah, in the event we run into each other again, let me know how you liked my article.
And if we go into here again, Yoyogi Park is sealed off. This foreign guy dressed in red passed by not long ago. Out of all things, he had a giant sword on his back. A sword, and boy, did he look dangerous. I know I've seen him somewhere before, but where? Guy dressed in red, a foreigner dressed in red with a sword on his back. sounds familiar. Oh, not again. The hospital up ahead hasn't been open for a while. What is going on? Yeah, you go have fun by yourself. I got some friends to meet. You know, friends. Yo, Naoki, what's up? Did you hear the rumor about Yoyogi Park? Well, it's just a rumor.
Well, hey, about time. Is it just me, or is something seriously off here? There isn't anyone in sight. No nurses, no patients. Look, even the reception desk is empty. Don't you think there's something weird about this place? I sure do. Anyway, you know who is looking for a teacher right now. And big surprise, he's still gone. He'd better not be off goofing around. Oh, what's with that magazine? Knowing your taste, it probably wouldn't interest me. Ayakashi Monthly. Never heard of it before. What? It's an occult magazine? Why would you bring something like that here? Well, maybe it could help me kill some time. Anyway, can you go find that bonehead? If he can't find our teacher, then I don't want to be here another minute. You should be on the second floor, where the patients' rooms are. I'll be waiting down here. Oh, and leave the mag with me. Don't leave me hanging too long, okay? Can you go find our friend? I see no point in staying if our teacher's not here. He's probably somewhere on the second floor. This magazine is so bizarre.
Now, in my personal file, I chose some guy gave it to me. But I decided to do something a little different this time with that particular conversation. Just to see what would happen. Huh. Last time I was on that side, on my personal file. You can hear something in the other room. So I guess whichever side you chose to go through, Isamu appears on the other side. Alright.
Oh man, you scared the crap out of me. Why'd you go sneaking up like that? Jeez, you come here late, you cause trouble. You know what? Forget it. Not worth it. I'm sure you've already noticed, but this place has been cleaned out. You think everyone, died off? I called our teacher to make sure this was it. She clearly told me. Shinjuku Medical Center. They could have at least put up a notice or something so visitors aren't clueless. Maybe someone unleashed a deadly virus in here.
The same Resident Evil, Isamu.
I've already checked out everywhere she might be. I'm running out of places to look.
This isn't Resident Evil.
Think we should just call it? Alright, I'm gonna head back down and check out how our other lady's doing. I bet she's all pissed because I've been gone so long. It ain't easy pleasing a princess. Anyway, I really hope this isn't the shitstorm it's shaping up to be.
Shitstorm, huh? Funny you say that, considering I know what's gonna happen soon. If you try to go up to the roof... this will happen. No, there is no one here.
Oh, you're back. So, you know that special report at the beginning of the magazine? Well, it says some things that are more than a little unsettling. According to this, there's a group of demon worshippers who call themselves the Ring of Gaia, and they're right here in Japan. Apparently, they believe in this book of prophecy called the Scripture of Miroku. In that book, it says that chaos will engulf the world, and these people are trying to cause that somehow. Whether their idea of chaos means terrorism or something else entirely, the reporter couldn't figure that out. But get this.
No luck finding her. I even checked the men's room.
Didn't need to know that. We're in the middle of a conversation here, so save those details for later. Now, listen to this part. A hospital on the east side of Shinjuku is closely linked to the organization's sinister plan.
Let me guess. That ends with, find out more in our next issue. Though it wouldn't surprise me if that article had some truth to it. I've heard some real spooky shit about this place. Like how they run deadly experiments on patients. Or how a psychic started shrieking and bolted out of here. And of course, there's a rumor that a cult's behind it all.
You're serious? I never knew any of that. Maybe we really shouldn't have come here. I almost feel stupid for buying into some bizarre tabloid. But it does get one thing right. How creepy this hospital is.
We really need to find her, don't we? Okay, we search this place top to bottom one last time. If nothing pops up, we assume nothing's wrong, and we split. By the way, looks like you can reach the annex from the second floor. I'll go take a look up there. Whereas you have the honor of searching the basement. Oh, and, you'll need this.
You obtained an ID card.
You're the one who found the card. Why don't you search the basement? Could it be you're too scared?
Come on, this is me we're talking about. The only reason he's going is because I'm sure there's nothing down there. Look, all you need to do is confirm that our teacher isn't in the basement. Got it? After all, saving the day is my job. Should things take a turn for the worse, just run like hell, okay?
I can't believe him sometimes. Anyway, let's focus on finding our teacher. No matter what, we have to make sure she's safe. I wonder if we'll find our teacher.
Use the ID card. This place looks really weird. Door is locked from the other side. Well, great. Hear eerie sounds from the room. Will you enter? Yes, I will.
Who is it? Who dares disrupt this stillness? Only a lost lamb. A well-known poet once said, April is the cruelest month. Have you any inclination as to why? Because it is then one awakens from a long sleep and faces the barren world. Our history as a species is similarly barren, comprised of empty trivialities. The worthless overgrowth of a civilization blind to its sins. Continuous war and bloodshed. And thousands of years of repeating the same mistakes over and over again. The world needs to wipe its slate clean. The way to salvation was foretold in the scripture of Miroku. And today, that prophecy shall be fulfilled. The old world will sink like a setting sun, and the new world will arise in its place. Now, how should I deal with you? From what I recall, you weren't among our followers who survived the purge at the park. Oh, you're her acquaintance. Come to think of it, this was a hospital, wasn't it? And you merely came to visit her. However, even a pebble creates ripples when cast in water. And while I do feel pity for you, your life ends here. Do not be afraid. All the inhabitants of this world will follow before long. Your time has just come a bit sooner. You fool. No one can overcome their fate.
Stop!
Huh?
What? You can't even let one person go? What effect could he possibly have on our plan?
However insignificant he is, I am not a man of exceptions. You know this.
Fine. If you don't spare him, then consider our partnership over.
Such a troublesome maiden. Well, I'll leave the teaching to the teacher. Please leave this room. I would like to enjoy this blissful end in solitude.
Fair enough. I have no other rooms to check.
I'll be waiting on the roof. We'll have a good view of the city from there. Come, see it with your own eyes. Witness that which will change the world.
What's wrong, my little master? Are you curious about that person over there? Oh, is that so? My. But right now, we have other matters to attend to. Let's do that afterward.
The child and the old woman have disappeared. Okay.
So, here we are again. I'm glad I intervened when I did. I wouldn't want you to fall prey to a demon. You heard what Hikawa said, right? This world is about to be swallowed by chaos. It's called the Conception, the rebirth of the world, an event which no human has ever witnessed. Everyone outside of this hospital will perish. I doubt anyone would approve of such a terrible thing. But even if we did keep this old world alive, it would eventually lose all its power. The world must first die, for it to be born again. And I alone will carry the burden of its sin. As for regrets, I have none. What matters is that fate reached out and led you here. And it is your fate to live through the Conception. It may actually be more painful than death. it's done. No matter how the world changes, I'll be your pillar of strength. It is my duty as the maiden to take part in shaping the new world, meaning I can show you a better way to live. I know it must be difficult for you to understand, but we're out of time. Listen, if you can find me on your own, I promise to tell you everything. The answers to all your questions, and what my intentions really are.
Here it comes.
Who would enter my world, reveal your heart to me. You have nothing stirring within you, not even a hint of reason. For the one who will shape the world, this cannot be. Go forth and discover yourself. What will be the legacy of your existence?
Do not be afraid. My little master has taken an interest in you. Pitiful human though you are, he wishes to grant you a gift. It is vital that you receive it, and I'm afraid you have no choice. Please try not to struggle. It will only hurt for an instant. Enjoy your last moments as a human. Magatama is the essence of demonic power. With it, you have joined the ranks of demons. master is always watching, so please try not to bore him.
You obtain the Magatama Marugarde? I think that's how it's pronounced. On the command menu, you can view and ingest Magatama. Shinjuku Medical Center. What are you staring at me for? Am I that peculiar? You're the demon here. You can hear something from inside the room.
Who's there? Wait. Aren't you that kid I met at the park? What in God's name happened to you? Huh. Yeah. Looking like that? I believe it. That aside, you know what the hell's going on here? Last thing I remember, I was blinded by a bright light. After that, I was in this room. From the look of it, we're in some sort of hospital. Seeing as you're here too, I take it this is Shinjuku Medical Center? Well, first things first. As much as I want to know what's going on out there, it's not exactly safe to walk around. Have you come across any of them yet?
Any of what?
Well, they're definitely not human. My guess is that they're demons. My strange experience, your new look, and these weird creatures. Something tells me calling the cops won't do us any good. But damn, if my hunch is right, there's an actual explanation for all this. Though I'd rather not believe it. If this is Shinjuku Medical Center, I can't just rule it out. The conception may have occurred for real. You know, I've seen a barrel like this before. If I remember right, it belonged to a man named Yukawa. He's gotta be behind this somehow. Just standing here talking won't do us any good. Listen, if you're strong enough to fight, could you gather some information while you're at it? I tried talking to what looked like a ghost, but I didn't have much luck. What's happened to the world? And is there anyone else out there? We can only find the answers by finding other people. I wish I could do it myself, but I doubt I'd last long against a demon. Besides, I imagine studying this thing has its own merits. So for now, I leave it to you. Don't bother worrying about me. I know I'd only slow you down if I tagged along. Hey, I don't plan on dying here, you know. I figure I can make myself useful by studying this thing. Now get going.
Apparently something's different about the thing here. The Magatama symbol.
First things first, try and make it outside. Alive.
So don't eat me, please. Why would I eat you? If you can heal me, then you're an ally. Some people, man.
First things first, try and make it outside. Alive.
I'm gonna save real quick again because the first time I played, the first time I got to this part, which is on my personal file, and a few days ago. How do I put this?
First things first, try and make it outside. Alive.
I got my butt kicked. That's probably because I was playing on hard mode. When I say, forget it, and just switched to normal, and it became much more doable. Oh yes, of course I'll open it. You find yourself in a strange place. The voice echoes in your head.
Come, show me the strength of a demon.
The old man and the woman have disappeared. You see a cash cube. Will you open it? Of course. You obtain medicine. Oh yeah, I forgot about the whole configuration thing. One more god rejected! I'm gonna go... Strength. I don't have much magic right now. By my master's orders, I'll treat your wound. voice echoes in your head.
This way.
I'll go that way later, old man. The old man and the woman have disappeared. Here, you see a cash key. Will you open it? Yes. Margi Rock. Now I'm going to go back to the guy and heal up. Which should help me immensely. Can't be used here. Dodge the attack. You leveled up. Please customize your stats. I want to go agility this time. Actually, no. I'm going to go strength again. Wait. Okay, fine. I'll go strength again. Lunge. After that, I'll go agility. The voice echoes in your head.
So, you made it. Your strength is outstanding. We shall meet again soon.
Alright. That was a good first run. A good first episode.
First things first, try and make it outside. Alive.
But I'm going to call it here. Next time on Shin Megami Tensei Nocturne, we are going to be going further into the Shinjuku Medical Center to try to, as Hijiri said, make it outside, alive. See you guys then. And I hope you have a good rest of your New Year's.